My name is Ibrahim Bader. I am from Jerusalem. My shop located inside the old city of Jerusalem. The name of our firma is the Coral Beach. I have the shop since 1982. I got it from my grandfather. I'm in profession actually. I'm a mechanical engineer. So this is like family business. My kids normally come and help me, and I teach them how to make this kind of jewelry from their childhood. I'm sure if I have a shop in Dubai, I will do much better than doing in Jerusalem, but I don't want to leave Jerusalem. I want to stay in Jerusalem. I want to continue in Jerusalem because I love Jerusalem. The day I don't enter to the old city, I don't consider that a part of my life. I like this job. I enjoy making things, and this is what makes us to be successful. If you like something, then you will be successful, but if you've been pushed to do it, you will not be successful. This is like in my blood. What I'm doing here is showing the whole world that there is something called Palestine. Our main specialty is Palestinian art and Palestinian jewelry.
Okay.
Because many people around the world don't know about Palestine. We're trying to advertise our art through jewelry. It's a natural thing in our culture. I want to teach you about my culture because you don't know about my culture. You like to come to Palestine, but you don't know what is Palestine. You feel afraid to come because of the occupation, because of the uprising, because of the Intifada. But Jerusalem is the safest place on the earth.
Your grandpa put that name?
Actually, I put the name. In the 80s, I used to dive.
Really?
In the sea,
in
the Red Sea. One day I was on the shore of the Red Sea. That was in 87. I was looking for a name for my shop and I couldn't find. When I was diving, I touched a piece of coral on the shore of the Red Sea. I was bitten by that coral. You know, the coral is an animal. It's in the sea. My hand was swallowing like this. I went to the guard. I told him, look, my hand is swelling. He told me, you deserve it because you're supposed not to touch the coral. Then he put this yellow lotion on my hand. Automatically it went down. And since I was snorkeling and diving at a place called the Coral Beach on the Red Sea. So I said, okay, I will call my business the Coral Beach. So I went back to Jerusalem and I still have the sign since 87. If you notice that I use coral and pearls in my business, because pearls and coral are the only two stones that they are mentioned in the Quran. Pearl grows in the fresh water and coral grows in the salt water. And there is an ayah in the Quran, it says, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ مَرَجَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ يَلْتَقِيَانِ بَيْنَهُمَا اللُّؤْلُؤَ وَالْمُرْجَانِ. There is two seas, one is salty, one is fresh, and they are not mixed together. You as a human being, if you bring two liquids and you put them in one container, they're going to be mixed up. The salt will go up and the sweet will go down. They will not go right and left, but in the sea, the water is right and left. That's why the coral grows in the salt water and the pearl in the sweet water. And you as a human being, no matter what kind of force you have, you will not do this. It's only by God.
Oh, so it's like...
This money was used during the British mandate on Palestine, which was from 1927 till 1948. That was during the British mandate. You know, the Palestine was under the British mandate, and that's why there is the word Palestine written on it in the 3 different languages, in Arabic, in English, and in Hebrew. Back of it is the branch of the olive tree. It's the sign of peace. You know the story of Noah. Yes, the big rain and everything was covered. This is mentioned also in the Quran. When the pigeon went and get a branch of olives and that was the sign of peace. That's why we use
Okay.
this in our money. My grandmom, she used to have a bracelet similar to this one with the gold English pound. But Oraib, my son Oraib, he used the idea of my grandmom and he makes the same bracelet but with the Palestinian coin.
That is so beautiful.
Yes. I've been collecting these coins for the last 45 years. Sometimes I travel if I hear that there's a coin exists even in London, I will go to London and get it because they are very rare. I have a few, and I still look for them in order to make them into pieces of jewelry and give them to the people that they appreciate. People who they want to know their grandfather's history. They love to get something from their grandfather, period. Some old people keep the money. The coins, it says Palestine on it. This is what the Zionists, they want to ignore or to clean from the history anything Palestinian. This is an admission
That's true.
that it says that there is something called Palestine.
That's true. So before
I brought this from Palestine in order to show them to the people, the Palestinians and the people who love Palestine. This is called Habbat Zaytun. Zaytun in Arabic means olives. It's not a piece which is made in China or Japan or India. This is a Palestinian piece. It's from the heritage, from the culture. I did receive few customers in this show from Gaza, and the minute they saw it, they start crying. It used to be given as part of the dowry. When the woman got married, the first thing that the husband gives is one like that. At my time, I gave my wife a gold coin, but 200 years ago, 108 years ago, they used to give this as part of the dowry. It's like the seeds of the olives,
yes, because it
and
looks like
it was made by the family of Zaytun in Gaza. Now nobody is making them. The technique of making them is difficult, and the new ones, they will not be as beautiful as the antique ones. This is gold, 22 karat. Every time the wife have an occasion like birthday, Christmas, New Year, new baby born, he adds one more, like the Pandora bracelets. In the end, when she have the whole thing, then she can pass it to her daughter, and the daughter will pass it to the granddaughter. So it will be in the family till she has the whole kirdan, what we call it. It became very famous in the Sinai desert and the Negev, between Palestine and Egypt. It starts from there, and then it starts to spread in north of Africa and in Palestine. I collect them. I have a friend in Gaza. He used to bring them to me once a year during Christmas. He was Christian. He was a jeweler. He used to go and collect them from the shops or the people that they want to sell their beads. Unfortunately, they start selling them because the economical situation there is difficult. Israel opened the border for the Palestinians in Gaza to travel, to go to Mecca, to make Hajj, pilgrim to Mecca. So they try to sell them to get the cash so they will be able to do the religious part.
Really?
Yes. We would love to show you what we were talking about. She looks Palestinian. She's beautiful. This will be my first model for this kind of zaytun. I want you to try it and look at the map of Palestine over there, please.
Why you bought the necklace?
I bought the necklace because it is a part of our heritage and a part of who we are as Palestinians. I love the beauty of not only our designs, but also of our history. And I love the meaning behind these specific pieces of being part of the olive. And as he was telling you, the story is about the fact that when a woman gets married, part of her dowry, what a husband gives her, he gives her her first gold piece. And he keeps adding to this history of their life together. Every time there's an occasion, there's a birthday, there's a celebration, there's a birth. And the longer the beads and the more that they get collected and get passed on from generation to generation, it tells you the heritage and the history and the length of the family tree. So I think that's a beautiful thing. So I wanted to start my own. So this is my first one.
Okay.
And then hopefully I will be able to add to it. Or my new husband will be able to add to it.
Wow.
And I will be able to pass it along as part of our story.